We'll slide up a notch just in case you lose one, so I'll be ready to. Alright, power's coming up, a little more on the left. A little more on the left. There you go. Now they're coming together. Alright, once it's up against the governor, you can go fast, right? I got the power is set.
Alright, airspeed's alive and the entrance in the green. 90.
There's always that bad bump right there.
We just got it. Alright, there's not take.
Rate, gear comes up, lights off, and don't over rotate. See, follow your V-bars. It'll keep you in a good attitude. Then I usually hit vertical speed 700.
Okay.
Pull the props back to be nice to the neighbor, especially this runway since they don't like you using it. Get it closed, we'll get prop sync on. This is much more scenic too.
Oh yeah.
I don't care what they say, I like this runway.
There's the nice view coming out.
I don't get in a hurry to turn. We could turn, but we'll just keep going, right? Just because nicer content from the fans. All about the views, baby. There's Atlantic Beach off to our right. A little gradual turn. I had my camera up here, it'd be better, but it's a big Coast Guard boat. But no beach bunnies out, beach babes laying out on the beach today.
One of my battalion chiefs at work was stationed at that Coast Guard station.
Oh yeah? I'll hit heading and I'll bug you around. How about that?
Alright, sounds good.
Then I'll hit direct, enter. Then we can nav it. It's still going to see how gradual of a turn it does. If you were in a hurry, I would have left it in heading mode.
Right.
They'll do it sharper and then hit it, center up your thing. You know what I mean? When you're in nav mode, he does a gradual turn. Now that we're safe, we can do 500 foot a minute. For traffic, Baron 683 Delta Delta is going to be departing the pattern to the northwest. Right off Flippy to Cherry Point. Outside air temperature?
Yeah, outside air 13.
Delta 8 miles from Brant, turn left heading 260, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 23 left approach.
260, 3,000 until established, cleared ILS, 23 left, 3 Delta Delta.
The 3,000.
You don't have to go down, right?
I'll leave it where it's at then.
Either way, whatever you want to do. I'm not retraining you. Basic fit approach, always hit approach.
Over 4936.
So it's armed. It's always on my scoreboard. Like a good vector. I like to look at the wind to make sure it's not going to do anything crazy, right? So it's looking good. Because if he gave me a normal 30-degree intercept, but we had a tailwind, I might want to cheat a little and scooch him, you know?
Bring it on over.
Just to help him. So it's captured.
Localizer's good.
Jack 139, Mike Echo, Greensboro approach, Greensboro altimeter 3007.
We got all the way to Brant to slow.
Yeah, so we got plenty of time.
7 ident up to 5,009 Mike Echo.
Those lights are nice to have.
9 Mike Echo, radar contact.
I only flew one flight with them not working.
Cleared to direct Sand Hills Vortex, Sierra Delta Zulu, direct Southern Pines.
Alright, we overshot it a little bit, it's correcting.
VOR, direct Southern Pines, 9 Mike
There goes, you got a little crosswind.
Number 918 Charlie Whiskey, Greensboro approach, good evening, Greensboro altimeter 3007.
I know I've said this a million times, but somewhere outside of Brant, he's going to say contact tower. Usually right about when you should be getting your gear.
Okay.
It's like a big distraction, right?
Right.
I don't know why they always do that, right as you're coming to the final approach fix. Contact tower. Or they should just say contact tower at Brant. He can tell me that now.
Right. Yeah, you could just
and
be
then
ready
I
to
do it when I'm ready. Alright, we're so far away, the glide slope wasn't coming in there for a little while.
Yeah, it's dropped in and out a couple of times.
Because we're so far away.
Station 2 Kilo Whiskey 10.
It's a lot weaker than
cross me at 3,000, cleared on runway 20 approach Mid-Carolina Airport.
Got 5 miles to Brant.
Remember, 2 Kilo Whiskey, roger, no worries.
You could probably turn off your pitot heats and fuel vent install since it's so warm.
3 Delta Delta, contact tower 19-1, good day.
Tower 19-1, 3 Delta Delta, good night.
Was you talking about him?
Yeah, he heard, so we gave it to us early. Greensboro Tower, Baron 683 Delta Delta's ILS 23 left.
Baron 683 Delta Delta, Greensboro Tower, wind 340 at 3, runway 23 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 23 left, 683 Delta Delta.
Watch your strobes so you can see if they're working while we're in the clouds. Or?
I'm sure they're working, but you can turn them on. I don't know if we can tell. Yeah, that one's working. Yep, that one's working. Yours is working a lot better. Which one? I thought they replaced this one. I guess it's the same. That one's a little more yellower. This one's a little whiter. Isn't it?
Yeah, I think I killed them. There we go.
Kind of more yellowish. This one's more whiter.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
A new bulb. Maybe I should replace that one. Oh well.
Back off and have a little there. Alright, glide slope's alive.
So we got to get to 152, so pull it back to like 18 or 17 now. You want to get to it before you get to gear, you know, so you can get gear and flaps right at glide slope. Maybe 16. Don't be afraid of it. Come on back. We got 2 knots. Looking good, right? And I would get the heater off now too.
The heater's coming off. Alright, we're at it.
I don't know about you, but I always get gear flaps same time. Gear flaps, boom, as it starts nosing down.
You still want to wait till we're right there at
As soon as it blinks green, as soon as it starts blinking, gear flaps.
Straight in with me.
Right at Kilo 2, straight in with you.
Right, so we're not going to get ground like you.
Number 6341 Romeo, wind 340 at 5, runway 23 right, clear for the option.
23 right, clear for the
All right, about to blink. I would do gear first though. Gear down, lights on, flaps. Boom.
Alright, there we go. Up to our speed.
And we're indicated. And now, if you're 16 or so, it should slow to 122.
Okay.
If you did it, if you hesitated a little bit, he's going to get fast to catch it. So it's taking him harder to get down. But once he gets stable, because he's doing 1,000 foot a minute to catch it, right? Because if you'd done it right as it started blinking, he would have been ahead of the curve. But he went a little bit past it, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just helps the autopilot. If you were hand flying it, you would have pushed. He didn't push as aggressively, right?
Alright.
Now that he's more stable, it's going to slow to 122.
Bring it down.
Before we get there. And there's the runway. Boom, just like it's supposed to be. That power setting's probably good.
Okay.
If you get to 122, if we were in the clouds, I would wait till we break out to get full flaps, right? We break out, flaps come in, leave the autopilot on just for a second, let them trim. If you kick it off, it might balloon up into the clouds again, right?
Yeah.
If right at minimums.
There we're 122, going to get full flaps.
I'll wait till we get a little closer, right? If you're in no hurry, right, we might as well get a little closer.
Sure, no need to slow down.
But if we waited all the way to minimums, got flaps, it will still slow to blue line before you get to there.
Okay.
Going downhill with not touching the power. Probably like 17. As we go down, you're going to have to keep pulling it back because it's going up as we go down. And then to change that from yellow to blue, you have to get a click it one and click it back.
Okay.
When we left our altitude, that's usually when I do that, just if I need to.
Quit alarming.
I think we could still fly to it even though it's yellow. So if we had to go miss.
Right.
But I don't know. I always change it. Back to blue. Right? Yellow tells me I forgot to do it. It's kind of a Garmin thing that's trying to warn that you did not set it to missed altitude.
Okay.
Even though it was already in there, so it was already the right number.
November 6341 Romeo, roger. You can exit at Hotel 2 and contact ground point now.
We might need to pull it back to 16 to get that 122 again. Maybe 15.
One takeoff and landing as a student pilot, if you guys keep an eye on him.
And then if you get the prop sync off, we'll lose an idle instructor.
Prop sync's off.
We'd still need a couple more knots, right? You might have to pull it to 14 until it gets there. And when you get them, put it back to the normal.
There's 122.
So flaps are moving. And you can watch, he's going to trim. As we get lower, he's going to have to trim for it. And that gives it time for right at minimums you can kick everything off, and he should be somewhat trim. Should be about 9 degrees up by the time it's all said and done.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yep. Looks like I was getting there.
Especially with nobody in the back.
All right, almost to minimum. 2.
Believe it or not, we could go minimums, get full flaps, and you'd still be in good shape. No problem. Same way in the Bonanza.
That power's coming out.
Don't raise the nose too soon, right? It looks much better sneaking up on it, right? Oh, baby. You gotta show me how to do that.
I don't know if that was...
That was good. I like that. See, it wasn't as aggressive as
Right.
the other one. So you didn't have to work as hard. So that was a nice round off before we ran out of speed and everything, right? We had, look, 12 degrees up,
Okay.
right? So it's about somewhere in there, right?